The holidays are a time of year where your children may ask where some missing family members have gone, so it's important to take the time to have a conversation with your children before you head to the parties to avoid those questions when you arrive. And joining us now is Jade Richardson Bach, the Executive Director of Children's Grief Center of New Mexico, to help talk about this, help us have these conversations with our children. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me. This is brave.
Yeah.
This is a hard thing to talk about.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, we're never going to stop kids from talking about what's on their hearts and minds. I know a little girl that recently her mother passed away, and the grandmother was kind of taken aback because she would say to people at the grocery store, "Do you know my mommy died?" Oh. So adults, how do we respond to that?
Yeah.
It's okay to say, "I'm sorry."
Yeah.
That's tough. We know that no helpful statement really starts with "at least." So let's just skip those.
Yeah, don't say it.
Let's not try and make people feel better, because we're not going to.
Now, why is kind of the holiday season really an important time to talk about it?
Well, holidays are about our traditions. They're about our family. We talk a lot about things we've done in the past, and holidays also really shine a big light on the fact that somebody's missing.
Yeah.
When you're setting the table for a different number of people, that can be really hard. And for adults, adults grieve very differently than kids grieve, and it's okay for adults to let kids know that they're sad right now, but that's going to pass.
So you don't have to hide your feelings.
You don't have to hide your feelings.
Okay.
You don't have to keep a stiff upper lip for the benefit of the children. Everybody's coping with the grief in their own way. It's important to talk about it. And one thing that's incredibly helpful for all families that are going through a time of transition or loss is to do something for someone else.
Okay.
After my father passed away when I was a teenager, one thing we did in the holidays was we bought gifts that we would have bought for my father, and we gave them to people who were less fortunate. And that made all of us feel better and connected to him.
Okay.
But there's a lot of ideas, there's a
Okay.
lot of information, and it can all be found on our website.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. If somebody feels like they might need some help with this, what's your website? What's your phone number?
childrensgrief.org.
Okay.
Under resources, there's a whole section on grieving through the holidays. And 64 common questions that people have, and essays and further information.
Okay.
A lot of families are going through times of loss, and you're not the only one.
Yeah.
Other people have
good to
done
know
it,
that. Yeah.
and there's help out there.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in. And if you guys need a link to their website, we will have it on our website. Just head over to casa.com.